That's better. I'm going to give the audio about 20, 30 seconds before I start properly talking. All right, I think we should be pretty good now. Just going to make sure we've got our audio kind of working the way that it should be. Yes, it is. We have audio. All right, so this is the Quick and Dirty Tuesday. Back a week ago, I did this. I can't believe it. I did actually get started on the collecting the raw video footage for video I've taken over the last year. So there's a lot of things that happened over the last year. I'm just trying to think chronologically, probably the bigger events. So I went to Singapore. I got lots of video on that, but I don't want to bore you with a typical boring holiday trip. Look at the, I don't know, whatever. I just want to kind of cut that down to be like 15, 20 seconds worth, because there's not a whole lot to see. It was a great trip, by the way, but it's not going to take much to go through what we saw. It's Singapore. It's not Niagara Falls or America or Canada or Europe or whatever. So I love Singapore, don't get me wrong, but it's not super exciting. Then another big event was my 60th birthday celebration, week long, in Hamilton Island. So kind of giving away a lot of the secrets now, but so what? It's just a matter of time. So yeah, there's Singapore, Hamilton Island, and I guess the big things, like they're the big family type things that have occurred, which I want to document more than anything else. But there's a whole lot of little things that have gone on in the Schack in that interim as well. Plus, working out what I'm doing with IT and Signub and sound recording. So that's probably a big event as well in terms of what's gone on in my professional life. So definitely want to share what's going on in that space, because it's exciting. I've spent a lot of money and spent a lot of time in trying to understand how to do, really as best quality audio as I can. Let's put it in those terms. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here to give us a little bit more of a personal feeling, personal touch. Sound guy, equipment. The music side of my life is something which has been a constant in my life, which you guys probably haven't seen a lot of, and I'm wanting to try and get back into doing that, and especially modifications to guitars in particular, but equipment that I've purchased as well. So and the mods on, especially I don't think you can see it, but the Strat, you can't see it, it's up there. I'm enjoying playing that guitar a lot, because I feel like I put a lot of my personality, soul, effort, fingerprints, sweat, blood. Yep, I've actually cut myself doing work on that guitar. Plus the experience I got working on my brother Dave's guitar, the Fenders, the Stratocaster and the Telecaster, that was really good fun, especially the Telecaster. Adding an afterburner into that was really good fun. So, and making the battery compartment properly fit and work has been very satisfying as well. But installing the afterburner, EXG, BTC and kill switch, 4 things in the one kind of Squire Strat, not Strat, humbucker guitar has been really good fun. I love the sound of it, love playing it. I love everything about it. the look, the feel. Yeah, I just love that guitar so much. So I really want to talk a bit more about that. What else is there? A little bit around what's going on in the family. I don't like really talking about my family too much on the social medias, but there's significant things going on in the family. So, it'd be good to kind of capture that, at least for my future reference. Yeah. And then there's a couple of little trips that I went away to Melbourne with Elizabeth and Poppy, and then Adelaide as well. That was like the AFL football. Elizabeth's more into AFL than I am. I'm not a really big sports person. I mean, I can watch tennis of all things, and I really love skateboards, bicycles, motorbikes, cars, and surfing to a degree. I got a surfboard up there, which I'm going to sell because I'm just not getting into it the way that I was, and I thought that I would be. But yeah, so it's that kind of thing. That's probably the sporting kind of. This is as far as I go with sport. Yeah, but I just want to document that kind of stuff, what's going on in my life. Plus, talk about the little inconsequential purchases that I've made, so which still have an impact on my life, like cameras in particular. And I want to buy another camera. I really don't know why, I got to be honest, because it's still going to be 1080p, the one that I've got in mind, and it's still, I think it actually may be 422 8-bit. It's not 10-bit. So it's color sampling. So 422 is like Netflix quality. So if you have a camera that's capable of doing 422, in theory, you can use that to submit to Netflix to be a high enough quality video to be professional. The camera I'm using right now, this Canon XA10 camcorder, is 420, so it's not sufficient quality to play or to record video for submission to Netflix, for example. And I say Netflix only because it's something that you'll know the difference between Netflix and YouTube. You can see the quality of the video. It's not that I'm trying to do Netflix type movies. It's more, that's to give you an idea of what the difference is going to be between YouTube and Netflix. So the camera that I want to buy, I'll probably get that in a month, I'd reckon. It'll be slightly better quality than what we got right here, but it's going to be much more versatile than the camera that I've got right now. It's a proper cinema camera, so it's got built-in ND filters, neutral density filters, and they're things which are just basically high-quality sunglasses for the camera to make it look darker, so you can get a wider aperture for the same exposure, and then give that depth of field, the shallow depth of field look. You kind of see it here. So over there, the numbers are blurry on the calendar there. If the aperture is narrower, then it gets sharp, and that blurred background is kind of what is termed a cinematic kind of a look. So the camera that I want to get will let me do that more easily with interchangeable lenses. So that's the idea behind that. But it's also to get experience and exposure to using a proper professional cinema camera, so that as I want to spend more time in developing my career in the sound guy space, and that means making movies, and I want to eventually become a videographer who's also got great sound recording experience. So maybe go into like documentary or what they call run and gun videography work. So it's just a one-man band that does the scripting, the recording, the videoing, and then the editing of all that together as well. So pretty much what I'm doing on YouTube, but at a higher kind of level. So for me, that means getting all my processes in place so that I can streamline everything I do in terms of video and just make it more efficient and quicker to get things done. And in that way, hopefully become a little bit more affordable for small businesses to get video done, because I'm really enjoying doing that side of thing. Plus, I'd like to make movies with some of the buddies that I've made friends with in the Sydney Movie Makers Facebook group. So we meet up once a month, and I just finished a meeting literally 2 minutes ago, talking about the production of another movie shoot occurring on the 12th and 13th of July. So looking forward to that. So that's coming up as well. Signum's going well. I got a couple of phone calls on the, by the way, from employment agencies looking for IT project managers. So it looks like something's happening in the project management space. Maybe the businesses realize, oh, we know what, we do need project managers after all. Because I thought they were going to combine business analysts and project managers in the one role, which is what they typically try and do to save money. But it never really works out very well. So maybe they're learning from that, and now they're chasing project managers back again. I'm not sure. But this is the first time in a year and a half where the agencies have actively got in contact with me, not me chasing them chasing me. So that's a bit of a turn, which is cool. So I want to pursue that a bit more. At the same time, I got to tell you, I'm not missing not working in IT. As bad as the money is in Signub, I've got my time back. And yeah, I think Elizabeth's secretly getting a little bit ticked off that I'm not earning as much money as I used to. And she would like me to get back into a high income role. Thank you very much. But I don't know. I really enjoy the whole no responsibility, just turn up to work. What do you want me to do today? I'll do it. I don't care. Occasionally, there's a bit of stress at work occasionally, but it's nothing like what I'm used to. So it's really quite easy and quite good. And that is about it. I am super tired. I've been getting up to go to work at 6 a.m. for the last week and a bit, 2 weeks maybe. And I've got a 6 a.m. start tomorrow. Yes, it's an hour later than a 5 a.m. start, but seriously, I enjoy the latest start times. I was starting work at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, finishing at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I love that. That is really cool. I get the morning to do what I want, and then the rest of the day and the night to work. Yeah, and then I can work a little bit at night before I go to bed as well. But this one, the 6 a.m., 5 a.m. in particular, is really awkward because, you've got to go to bed early. So after I finish dinner, I've got maybe an hour. Yeah, it's not enough time to do the stuff I want to do. And then I've got to go to work like the next morning and spend the day there pretty much till about 3, 4 o'clock. And I am absolutely physically wasted because I'm working in the dock. So I'm on my feet. I'm doing like between 20 and 30,000 steps a day. 20 to 30,000 steps. That for me, that's a lot. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that's what it is. And for me, that's a lot. I'm used to doing like between 5 and 10,000 a day. So physically, I'm feeling a lot fitter, but I am physically exhausted at the end of the day as well. So it's really hard to get motivated to actually get in there and write music, play music, do things. Yeah, but I'm still able to do a little bit. So last 2 nights, I've got a song idea. Sounds pretty good too, and I've been playing it on the ES335. But I haven't recorded it yet because the ES335, although I've got shielding in there to remove most of the electromagnetic noise, there is a little bit more electromagnetic noise in the background. It's coming a little bit from the amp, because when I plug the lead in on its own without a guitar attached, the noise is in the background comes to the fore a little bit more. And then when I plug the guitar in, it just gets noticeably more noisy. It's not overbearing, but it's annoying when I compare that to another guitar like the Squire. When I plug that Squire in, there's no noise at all. So I've ordered some shielded cable from Amazon. I'm going to take the innards of the ES335 apart and replace all the cables with this shielded cable, and just hope that gets rid of the noise to the degree that I want it gone. So I'm going to do a video on how I'm doing that, so you can see the workings behind that. Because there's no one, I've been searching YouTube for quite a while on how to ground a ES335, which is a hollow body double or twin humbucker guitar. It's based on the Gibson ES, which I found out recently is the ES. God, now forgotten. It's basically Spanish. I can't remember now. Electric Spanish guitar, something like that. Anyway, so it's the Spanish kind of flavored guitar, but electrified. I think it's electric Spanish ES 335. I'll have to check it again. But that's I just love the sound of it. So I want to make it noise free to the level where it's like the Squire, which is, in my opinion, like noise free. So that'll be kind of fun because like I said, I love working on the guitars as well. And it's an aria. So you've seen it before. I'll get the video going for the rewiring that, so you'll see the actual guitar. I love the look of it. The finish on it is beautiful. The paint job looks really great, and it just sounds tremendous. So yeah, I wrote a song recently with that guitar, and what I want to do is actually perform that. I was going to try and do it tonight as a live, but the noise in the background is just annoying me. So, and plus I want to practice the song more because I want to put some words to it. And it sounds still a little bit rough, so I want to make it, a bit more polished. And the idea behind it is I just wanted to film the song, that's it, no talking, no nothing, just do the song, record the song, and then stop the recording, and then done. And then that'll just go live, and people can listen to music if they want on this channel with the music that I produce. That is about it because I got a 6 a.m. start. I want to get to bed kind of soonish. It's only 8 o'clock, but man, I'm in the habit. I don't know about you. I was looking at my battery usage on the iPhone. Let me see if I can. I'm going to try and do this quickly. Oh, come on, get over there. What? See, now I keep on forgetting. I make these assumptions that the thing is hooked up and working properly. It's hooked up, but not completely. I need to add power like that. Then I can jump there. There it is. So look at this. Because this is actually really concerning for me, battery. When you look at the battery, it's got the usage, as you can see there, battery level, etc., activity. Look at this. So yesterday, right? This is looking last 24 hours. 7 hours, which is actually down. It's down 7 hours. In 24 hours, I spent like a third of my day on the freaking phones, and in half of that, almost half of that is taken up with YouTube. YouTube, what the heck? And then Instagram. And what's interesting is, it's not actually on here. If I go for the last 10 days, watch this. So it's still YouTube. You see this, the reason I'm drawing this out a little bit is to show you what's really happening in my, oh God, I can't open it. This thing here, you recognize that? Yeah, a game controller, but it's for the iPhone 11. So I get points on my mobile phone plan with Telstra, and I had 25,000 points or something like that. And I saw that I could redeem the points and buy this. So I bought that, and I downloaded a game, Call of Duty Mobile, or Call of Duty 4 Mobile, and I spent some time just getting used to the game, configuring it, using it. It registered on this battery usage thing, and I've got 3% of my time spent on the game. And I literally, it's just frightening to me that time went on that thing so quickly. I felt for me that it was just a really quick setup, get used to it, and then put it away. It was much more than that. I spent hours on it, not even realizing how long I spent on it. And it registered on here, of course, that I spent that time on it. So games are an absolute time suck. YouTube for me is my biggest addiction. Man, I spend pretty much all my days on YouTube. Look at that, 50% of my time on YouTube, and the next one is Instagram, then Facebook and WhatsApp. Holy jolly, that's crazy. I don't know, just the modern world, I guess. So, like I said, when I go to bed, I'm in the habit of, or like I was going to say, I'm in the habit of kind of just looking at YouTube with my headphones on until I literally fall asleep, which could be like 12, 1 a.m. So I spend so much time. So tonight, I've set myself the challenge to go to bed without any phone use at all, so I can get a good night's sleep. Because, man, my life is suffering because of this. It's an addiction. Damn it. Can't believe it. An addiction, I tell you. So, yeah, there it is. That is about all that I've got to update everyone with for the quick and dirty. Quick and dirty. How long have we been on now? I never know. I don't even know. No, I can't even tell you until it's all over, I think. Speaking of which, I am going to go to bed. Too tired. Just trying to think quickly if there's anything else to update anyone else on anything at all. I'm just having a quick peruse around the Schack. I'm waiting on 2 deliveries. So the Vailton GP5 I've ordered, and oh my God, this thing, it's through AliExpress. I knew it was going to be a problem with AliExpress because it was a good price, and I couldn't get it from Amazon. They're not selling it on that platform just yet. eBay had it, but it was super expensive. So AliExpress came with the best price on the Vailton, Valeton GP-5, which is like a guitar emulator for the amp, the cabinet, and effects. It's $126. So, yeah, I was shocked at the cost, and the reviews I'd seen online were outstanding. So it's a really good piece of kit. But the one that I'm getting, they were holding on to it. They asked me a question in the background, which I only discovered the other day, and they were asking me, "Look, we've got this Vailton GP5, but it's in Chinese." So they're saying, "Do you want to have it?" Oh, and the worst part is the front menu is in English, and then the layer or the level below that top level menu system is in Chinese. But they attached a video to the message showing how you can get past that second level, then go down to another level in the menu, a third level, where it's back in English again for some reason. So it's kind of a mishmash product. What I'm hoping is, because I said, yes, just send it, I want it, I'm hoping I can get a firmware update to override all the Chinese and just make it English. And if that's not the case, I can tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to buy another one, and I'm going to make it in English. That is so ridiculous. I actually know that's what I'm going to do. I know that I'm not going to, I'll try and sell it, but in all honesty, who is going to want to buy a device which is half English, half Chinese? Like when you can't read Chinese. I'm an idiot. I know I'm going to do this. I know it, and yet I'm still going to do it. How stupid. Like, why don't I just say, no, give me a refund and place an order with someone else and then wait? I just am so weird that way. Like, I know. Anyway, that's what's going to happen. And I'm waiting on the wire I told you about. And then there's one other thing that I'm waiting on. Oh, yeah. It's a motorized focus system, but it's one I'm going to actually use as a zoom mechanism. So it attaches to the Weeble S gimbal, and it uses a wheel on the gimbal to activate the motor to turn the zoom ring in and out. So I can zoom in and out with this camera or any other camera to then smoothly do that zoom function. Because right now, you saw earlier, to zoom in, I've got to use this remote control, point it at the infrared, and then physically zoom it in and out while you're watching me. So it's not really a smooth kind of operation. So I want to make it a smoother operation, especially if I'm going to hook it up to a cinema camera, like I said, with the one I want to buy. Then I can use that gimbal, attach that cinema camera to the gimbal, and then do zoom or change parameters on the camera. But I can do that with the gimbal, like changing the other parameters. I mean, aperture, shutter speed, or what's the other one? ISO. I can change that on the gimbal already using another wheel on it. But this extra wheel on the gimbal lets me do either focus or zoom. And because it's got autofocus that works pretty well, I figured the zoom would be the best thing to do. So I'm waiting on that as well. So 3 things I'm waiting on. And I'll do an unboxing of those and a setup because I'm interested in that. You might be interested as well. That's it. That's all that's going on in my mind right now. Okay. A quick and dirty Tuesday. Done and dusted. Again. Woohoo! Do we have applause for that one? No. Where's the... I thought we had effects for that. Oh, there it is there. It was off. Nice. Oh, no, that was that one. Nice. God, have I got it? That's the applause I was after. Woohoo! And that's the woohoo. Okay, I'm going to go, like I said, catch you in the next one next Tuesday. Keep an eye out for a music video coming out. I'd reckon it's probably going to be on the weekend, although I've got the shoot on this weekend. Yeah, I've got another shoot on this weekend, actually. But I can squeeze it in, I'd reckon. Yeah, so we'll see you soon. Take care. Look after yourself. Stay warm in winter, although this is a mild winter in Sydney, I've got to tell you. And on that note, let's say goodbye. Goodbye.